What's up, guys? The Situation, the trendsetter himself, and this is...
Greetings, YouTube. People keep telling me they like it when I show them the news in the world, and especially when it's related to sports card collecting, sports memorabilia, anything of that related nature. For the sports enthusiast who likes collecting as well. The news is out there. You just have to go look for it, search for it. In other words, use a search engine. Yahoo.com is an amazing search portal. It does more than search, so check it out. Yahoo.com. Anyway, massive fake autograph scheme lands Missouri man in jail. See the link below if you want to read it for yourself. Or watch the rest of this video, and I'll read most of it for you anyway. Because I know some of you can't read. Anyway, Jasper County, Missouri man, has pleaded guilty in federal court to a scheme to defraud more than 1,200 victims by selling fake autographs through eBay, as well as illegally possessing a firearm when he was arrested after a police chase. This is not the same individual I told you in the previous PSA who was from Pennsylvania. This is a Missouri man. Pay attention, people. His name is David Bruce Shryock. There's the name if you want to see it for yourself. Shryock. Age 49 of Jasper County, pleaded guilty before a U.S. District Judge, Richard E. Dorr, to wire fraud and to being a felon in possession of a firearm. Shryock admitted that from February 2000 to December 2010, he used 8, read it again, pay attention people, he used 8 separate eBay accounts to defraud 1,232 victims. Shryock sold record album covers and sports memorabilia bearing forged autographs. Like I said, these scammers get my blood boiling, people, and it's hard to remain calm. In order to evade detection and to continue his scheme with his eBay and PayPal accounts were suspended, Shryock opened other accounts in the names of various persons. Proceeds from the sales were deposited in various bank accounts controlled by those persons, who then withdrew the funds and gave the money to Shryock. Like I told you before, somebody asks you to open up an eBay account, PayPal account, or anything of that nature. Do not do it ever. You will save yourself a lot of court time, police time, and legal fees. And believe me, those legal fees are huge. Okay, who then withdrew the funds and gave the money to Shryock minus a percentage for their assistance in the scheme. One local media outlet reported that those friends of Shryock sometimes lost money after eBay and PayPal took back payments from their accounts after buyer complaints. Yes, people, complaints do work. Please complain. Shryock defrauded his victims out of almost $175,000 through this scheme. eBay and PayPal lost over $2,512 as a result of reimbursing customers for claims regarding fraudulent transactions and failure to provide merchandise. So not only was he selling garbage, he was selling garbage he didn't even have. What did I tell you? Scammers are criminals. They're criminals. They're scum. They're lowlifes. Stay away from them. Don't do business with them. The plea agreement cites one example in which Shryock sold the Van Halen album 5150, bearing what he falsely claimed were the artist's autographs. The winning eBay bid for the album was only $177 for a Van Halen album with all of the bandmate signatures. There are no bargains on eBay. If something's selling cheap, there's a reason it's cheap. It's because it's fake. Shryock was arrested on December 15, 2010, following a police chase. According to today's plea agreement, now don't forget, when you make a plea agreement, there was other charges that he didn't get charged with. I wonder what they were. Anyway, according to today's plea agreement, Joplin police officers responded to a call regarding a burglary in progress at the law offices of Ty Gaither, 740 Illinois in Joplin. When officers arrived, the back door of the business was broken out and a Cadillac was parked behind the business. When Shriak walked out of the business and saw the police officers, he got into the Cadillac and drove off at a high rate of speed. Another officer who had been parked in the front of the business initiated his lights and sirens, but Shriak refused to stop and a pursuit ensued. Shriak drove off a cliff and ran from his vehicle, but he was arrested after a brief foot chase. Officers searched Shriak's vehicle and found Norinco 9mm semi-automatic pistol, which Ty Gaither identified as his, and which he had been keeping in his office. Under federal law, it is illegal for anyone who has been convicted of a felony to be in possession of any firearm or ammunition. Scammers are criminals, didn't I tell you that, people? Anyway, Shriak had a prior felony conviction for what? Forgery, failure to return rental property, potential of a controlled possession of a controlled substance, and unlawful merchandising practice. Scammer, criminal, and what? Scumbag. Say, people. Under federal statutes, Shriak is subject to a sentence of up to 30 years in federal prison without parole, plus a fine of up to $500,000, in other words, $500,000, and an order of restitution. Said that again for those of you not paying attention. Wake up, people. Smell the coffee. Scammers are criminals. How many times I got to tell you? How many times do I have to show it to you? How many times do I have to prove it to you? A sentencing hearing will be scheduled after the completion of a present tense investigation by the United States Probation Office. This case is being prosecuted by Assistant U.S. Attorney Stephen M. Mulhenrich. It was investigated by the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, the Jasper County, Missouri Sheriff's Department, and the Carl Junction, Missouri Police Department, and the U.S. Postal Inspection Service. Yeah, they get involved with these cases, people. Maybe you should report these criminals to them? See the link below if you want to read it for yourself. As always, people, thank you for watching. Thanks for sharing this on other blogs and websites with your other card collecting individuals who are still clueless to some of this news that, yes, scammers do get arrested. Yes, scammers do go to jail. And like I showed you in a previous news article, all it took was one complaint, and another PSA I made prior to that, it only took 2 complaints. Your complaints do matter. Please file them. Don't say you did. Please do it. As always, people, dream big. Why do you got to dream big? Because sometimes small dreams are not worth having. And thanks again for watching. Thanks for rating my videos. And your comments and suggestions and tips are always welcome.